It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. It is seventh season now. Here's Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second down, it's Kamara again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
18 Rattler. Hey, smash.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Check smash. 19 Lions. Check smash. Go check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the 1st down.
And they'll hand off to Hull. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 44. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This is 3rd-and-1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 48. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. That complete to Downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. A run here with Hull. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody does that a little extra emotion. So now we get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara to about the 33-yard line. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Kamara gets it again on second down. Looking for a place, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's the backup Winston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's Carr to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Now Carr tries the left side and finds a level. So the completion results in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the 1st, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head.
Laddie
When you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Richardson now on 2nd down. And let's take him into the grounds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
19. 60 average. 60 average. 3.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call it on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
And end up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held, it goes incomplete.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ready?
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. On the option left, Richardson. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Got it. Ready?
They'll run with Hole. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll get this one to Pittman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Here we go, shot.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneers. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is that the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And down he'll go at the 25. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. The final shot here before half for Carr. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go street. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Second down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos. Check, Bobcats. Hurt. Right there. Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There, Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it complete to Jackson. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And Richardson yet again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Zach Boyd, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Dragon 60. Hurt. Hey, check that. Street.
3rd and long for Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
That gain on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran at the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Defense take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the ground.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker travel on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, let me go on for 6. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Warriors 70.
Now it's Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave it, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Now Richardson on the draw. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Richardson going to change the play here. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Anthony Richardson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Two-point conversion attempt still to come.
3. Trap 60, trap 60. On the ball, on the ball.
Richardson will throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gay now set to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. the counter. Here's Kamara. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run it again with Kamara. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. The stuff to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Powers. There he goes, left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Running here is Taysom Hill. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Dennis Allen, he makes a call, and his offense stays put. They're going to go for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll let one go deep for downs. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here comes 2nd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
From here on, any score could be the winning run, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here it is, 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. So they elect to pass up on the field goal here that would have given them the lead late, Charles. They must have thought they had a play up their sleeve that would work. I guess they did. They got it.
They did. Exactly. I'm with you on that one. They felt confident in that play. They may have also looked at their defense and said, let's put them back out there in this situation anymore. Let's bleed this clock down even further. And even if they do have to kick the field goal or attempt it again, at least now they don't have to play as much defense.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Moss is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis. Get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And second left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Gino. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Browns. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up the first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Decent return out to the 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Allen. Thomas. Touchdown, Panthers. Michael Thomas. 28 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's got some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Staying on his feet, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. These two teams all tied after one. Field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. There'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed them? Touchdown! Donald Parham. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Geno now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is Smith. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Here's Smith now on second down. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. In motion right here comes Johnson. On fourth down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball banked way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Allen will try again on second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Inside the 20, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Smith. That is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They snap it to Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, now some trickery. They think the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith drops it to Jones in the flat. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go to Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Gets this off to Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. On play action. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A nightmare on third and goal. He sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here we go, here we go.
Running right, Jones. Oh, no, lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Smith. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle, Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Smith going to move him around. Second down, another shot for Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. An important one here, no doubt. Third and 4. Now Smith. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.